So when we have a conversation with a client or prospective client about estate planning, there's a number of different documents we want to see and we take a look at so we can make sure we understand the journey they've had so far and how that aligns with where they stated they want to go. So we always look for 5 principal documents. So we want to see the healthcare power of attorney, the living will, the durable power of attorney, last will and testament, and then in many cases a trust instrument of some sort to kind of guide their property after their death. But there's also lifetime benefits to the estate plan by doing a trust during lifetime. So we take a look at all of those things, and there's a number of different elements of each of those instruments that we can play a part of. And so when we get to the conversation around trust, that's really where I can help folks kind of sort out their options and take a look at many different strategies that will help them achieve their legacy goals. There's a number of different things that we've done with trust over my years with working with clients that have helped them sleep a little better and know that their heirs are going to be well provided for. When we come to the topic of when do you need a trust, when do you need a will, I'd say that every adult should begin a conversation about some kind of an estate plan, albeit maybe a little more elementary at the outset. And as your situation and your family circumstances become more complex over time, then you might want to look to other instruments to help guide your wealth during your lifetime and then beyond. And that's one of the things that we can help folks sort out. We do serve as a corporate trustee and serve many families for many generations that way. And many of them find that that's a great way to take that burden off of other family members and provide consistency with respect to the wishes that they've expressed and to make sure that their heirs are well provided for. I've seen a few folks that needed some work that just didn't get around to it, and that's always a little bit tough to see happen. And what we like to do is make sure that as they travel their journey with State Bank Wealth Management, we're bringing up those issues on a recurring basis as part of the relationship review. So we're making sure that we begin the discussion about the options and ideas that will bring their plan to life and carry it through the next generation or beyond. And then we want to make sure we're staying in a cadence that will allow those things to happen. So we work with the outside attorneys and the client to make sure that we are talking about it and we don't let it rest until it's resolved. When we talk about trust and the different things that people ask us to help them with in their journey, and when we talk about planning for their ultimate departure from this earth, many folks are very concentrated on protecting their heirs from making poor choices. Potentially they're dealing with family members who have health issues that need certain parameters set up so that they can continue to have a consistent lifestyle. There may be other concerns with respect to folks that don't make necessarily prudent financial decisions, and we can help them with those concerns as well by drafting and working with the outside counsel to make sure that those instruments address all of those needs in a good way. On the flip side, there are also mechanisms I've seen drafted into trust that will help provide for incenting folks. There are many families who have looked at, and some have adopted trust arrangements which really want to foster self-sufficiency. And so there's many different things you can do that are legal in Ohio. And one of them is to create a trust which would reward your beneficiaries for their industriousness in their career path and allow them to get a matching amount from the family wealth. And that fosters their industriousness and their contribution to society in a way that I think is a very beautiful idea. And so there's any number of things like that. A lot of other clients come to us for trust structures that might address some of their charitable inclinations. And so there's a number of very powerful tax-driven strategies that will also create a very, very favorable outcome for various nonprofits or community organizations that are near and dear to our clients. And we're always happy to help them sort those ideas out, work with counsel to put those together, and then implement them so they can have peace of mind knowing that those parts of their plan are fully addressed as well.